Hey folks, Paul Abernathy here. Thanks for joining me on another episode here on Electrical Code Academy. Today, we wanted to give some special announcements about a new course that we've added in the exam prep lineup, and it is quite special because it adds on some new tools that have never been available before in the industry. And people use AI technology all the time to try to enhance what they do, but nobody's ever done it like we did it. Now, over a year ago, we created something called Trade Hog, which is the industry's first and is still the most powerful AI tool that helps you in the trade, whether you're an electrician, plumber, mechanical guy, HVAC, builder, home inspector. You ask it questions and it will give you accurate answers. And they'll be very concise and to the point. That is game changer for people that are doing reviews in the field. In fact, it even has a feature where you can take a picture of a nameplate or a picture of a label, and it can give you insight on that as well. So again, how it differs from the normal AI models that are out there, ours is tailored for the industry. Not to mention there's some other features in Trade Hog as well that give you like Office Hog, which is HR, marketing, advertising help, all those type of questions, hiring and firing. That's included when you go with the basic or the actual premium version of Trade Hog. But we're not here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about is something that we have introduced into our exam prep programs. And I think it's monumental. And we wanted to share that with you today and to explain the difference in the 3 exam prep programs that you may be interested in. If you're studying for an electrical exam, an inspector's exam, electrical engineering exam, whatever it is, you need to know the National Electrical Code. And we're the most trusted resource for that. So let's go on and dig into that. And I want to show you what we got going on, and we'll break down the courses that we have available. All right, so over here on the website, in the course, if you go to fasttraxsystem.com, just like the URL that's down underneath the screen here, it's going to take you to this main entry portal. It's very simple portal, as you can see on the screen. It's not overly complicated. It's not trying to confuse you. And we bring up the most important things first. But of course, as you scroll down, you can see the individual courses and things, but we try to keep it simple so it doesn't confuse anybody. Now, if you always want to go back to the old website that we used to have with the big icons, then all you got to do is right here, click Fast Trax Home, and that'll always take you back. Okay. So I want to show you some new things. First of all, we have introduced 3 courses. We have what's called Fast Trax Basic, we have Fast Trax Enhanced, and we have Fast Trax Supreme. Now you might be thinking, Paul, why introduce all these things and just get us confused? Well, really, it's no confusion. The basic is just like it sounds. You get the basic exam prep course with illustrations, code question database. You get access to Fast Trax Enhanced feature where you can kind of interact with us and ask questions. You get all that in the basic program. But there's a certain number of people out there who need a little more. In other words, they want to have some videos on calculations or maybe an example of doing a range calculation or something like that. So while all the information is in the basic program, sometimes they need a little more. So that is called the enhanced program. So all the enhanced program is the basic exam prep, bare bones, but it also throws access to what's called Fast Trax Tube. Now, if you're not familiar with Fast Trax Tube, that's our exclusive video platform. And you see it right here. So here it plays videos. It's mobile friendly, and it's real easy to play videos on here. We even put podcasts on here to make it easy. There's annual subscription videos that you can watch. We have an entire pool and spa series on here. And then, of course, you have a lot of other videos that you can scroll through. But don't forget, there is a search feature at the top. And you can always search for something. Like, for example, I can put in here, and I just put in pool, right? And I'll click pool and do a search. And you'll see it'll bring up relevant videos that have to do with pool. Okay, so it's important to remember that in the enhanced program, you get access to this Fast Trax Tube, which is procured videos by us and me personally. You get this for 12 months. Now, your Fast Trax program doesn't expire, but you get access to Fast Trax Tube for 12 months. And at the end of 12 months, if you like what we do over there, you like the videos that we upload, you like the webinars that we share there, then you can subscribe and continue that subscription if you want. Right? So that's what you got going on there. Now, let's assume you get here and you're saying, okay, how do I know which courses I want? Well, here's the course button right here, which is easy to get to all of our courses, but you can also scroll down. You see the basic course right here. You just click here. You have the enhanced program right here. And then, of course, you have the new Supreme right here. So again, what's the difference in the three? All right, the basic is exactly how it sounds. Basic exam prep, 19 units, very detailed illustrations. All the courses use the same base model, okay? Over here, the enhanced, exact same thing as the basic, but some people need a little bit extra. They want a few extra videos. They want to be able to watch some of the old recorded videos that we did when we used to do the Wednesday night sessions. If that's what you want while you're studying and you feel like you need that extra enhancement, then that's perfect. That's why it's called the enhanced program. It's going to give you access to Fast Trax Tube. Now, here is our latest release, the Supreme. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, this is where it's going to get confusing, but it's not. Supreme gives you everything in the basic and the enhanced, but here's one change. In the Supreme program, we're now giving you something called Study Hog. Now, Study Hog is an AI model that helps you during your studies, whether you're using our Fast Trax program or you're using somebody else's exam prep. Maybe you're studying on your own and you have questions. Maybe you're using Mike Holt's products or you're using somebody else's products. You can get the Study Hog standalone. You don't have to be a Fast Trax student. Now, if you get the Supreme, then you're going to get access to the Study Hog for 12 months, just like Fast Trax Tube. So that's why it's a bundle, okay? So let's kind of go there and show you what we've got. So let's click on the basic, and I'll show you. If I click right here, it's going to take you right here, and you're going to have choices, okay? So under the basic program, okay, you see that it's $299. You choose the 2020 or the 2023. But also here, you can save time as you can scroll down and you can look at the enhanced if you want. It gives you an explanation here and you can choose which edition you're on. Now remember, it's up to you to check with your testing authority to find out which edition you're actually testing on, right? Now you scroll down, you'll see the Supreme. It'll explain everything about it right here as well. And you choose whether or not you want the 2020 or the 2023 program. It's really just that simple. Each one of them stack on top of each other. And of course, if you're interested in grounding and bonding, you scroll down and you can see our very popular 2023 grounding and bonding series. Now, none of these courses expire. The only thing that expires is the Fast Trax Tube or the Study Hog if you choose to go with the Supreme package. Okay. All right. So let's kind of say let's assume you go with the Supreme package. Let's go look at Trade Hog. So here's Trade Hog. So what you're going to do is you'll get instructions in your course on how to activate your Study Hog, and you'll go to Study Hog and you come on and you'll go to Study Hog and you'll see that we already have some populated topics here, but you come down here, you can type any of your own questions, whatever you want, and then you just click send and it will start the process. You can cut and paste in here a question that you're working on from an exam prep. You can do it from maybe you just want to make up your own question or you have something you want to ask. It is very tailored for use in exam prep applications, okay? Now, you can try it out, but it's going to limit you because this is a very exclusive product, okay? But I'll give you an example. Let's go on and log in. And I'll log into the program and give you an example of what Study Hog looks like. All right, so let me get here. I've logged in to Trade Hog. Let's go on and go to the site. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to click Study Hog. Now, once you get in here and you're under Study Hog, you'll see that you have 50 requests per hour. Okay, so that means that it focuses on your study time. You don't want to get too much. We want you to really focus on your material, especially if you're a Fast Trax student. But let's use an example. So let's see here. Let's talk about this right here. What is the minimum working depth in front of a 480 volt equipment? Condition 2. All right, so you click on that, and it'll pre-populate it down here. By the way, you can talk into it as well, or even upload or attach a cut and paste question. So if you get somewhere you do it, you can paste it in here. It's perfectly fine. So I'm going to click send. And this is for use while you're studying. Now, the first thing it's going to do, it wants to know which code cycle you're in. Okay, so I'm going to say here, I'm going to say 2026 right here, and it wants to know what state or jurisdiction. So I'm going to say 2026, and we're going to do Virginia. And let's see here. Virginia, okay. Click send. Now, what the hog's going to do is it's going to answer that question very concisely, right? So the minimum working spec depth for 480, that's 151 through 600. For condition 2 is 3.5 feet, okay, or 3.5 feet. Now, condition 2, and then it gives you the code references. Very germane to the code. This is important because when you're studying, you go check these references, okay? It has a Fast Trax tip, lock in the table pattern, 3, 3.5, and 4, and you'll grab these points fast on an exam. But here's the neat thing that we're introducing. We want to make sure that you're asked a question every time so that you don't leave your study session without a question, right? So it asks you a question. In this case, it's talking about working space. So for equipment rated 277, 480 volt, what is the minimum working space depth required under condition 3? All right, so let's just pick a number. We're not even, in code, you're going to go look it up. But let's pick C. So I'm just going to put C in here, right? And I'm going to click send. Correct. Gives you the information, gives you the code reference, okay? And it reminds you to keep drilling down these questions. And here's the neat thing about our program. Unlike anything else that you've seen on the industry, and again, this is included with the Supreme package, or you can buy this standalone by going to tradehog.net. If you want to buy this and you're using somebody else's program, that's fine too. We want to help you learn. So here it's going to ask you, do you want another exam prep question, or do you just want to ask something different? Okay, so it's up to you. If you want another question to test yourself, then you type yes. If you want to ask a separate question, say some other question, then you can ask another type question and type it in here if you want. Okay, so for example, let's just say that I want to scroll up and let's ask right here. I'll type that one in. Then it'll add it in here automatically, or you can type your own, or you can even push here if you have a microphone and you can speak what you want. And I'll click send again. And this is asking, what is the minimum height required for receptacle outlets installed above a minimum height? All right. So it says for receptacle outlets installed above a countertop or a similar work surface, the maximum height is not more than 20 inches above the countertop work surface. There isn't a general minimum height in the NEC for this, okay? So here's the code reference for above the countertop. And again, encouragement, when a question says minimum, always verify whether the code actually gives a minimum or a maximum like this one. Again, I have it designed to constantly give you additional tips. But here's what's also neat. The intelligence of the way we design the Study Hog is that it's going to ask you a follow-up question and try to stay in the same topic area and encourage you, right? So now let's go in here and show you what happens if we do one wrong. So it says, in a dwelling kitchen, receptacle outlets serving the countertop must be installed so that no point along the wall line is more than what distance from a receptacle outlet, okay? 2, 3, 4, and 6. So let's just get it wrong and say, let's do B for 3. So I'm just going to do 3. Now watch what happens here. I'm going to click send. And we're going to wait for it to think it, doing its response. And it says, not quite, but you're learning. The correct answer is C, 4 feet. Countertops of space at no point along the wall is more than 24 inches from a receptacle, which works out to be 4 foot maximum between receptacles, okay? And again, it reminds you of the reference. It tells you to stay in it, keep focusing, Okay. And then it's going to ask you, do you want another question? Or do you want to go on to another one? So let's say I want another question. Let's just go yes. So I'll do yes. And we'll click send. And it's going to ask me another one. Okay. It's going to give me some encouragement, stack with it. Okay. Here, it's going to give me a random question. It's talking about box fill. Okay. And it's going to give you some yes, yes, no, no, different things. So as you can see, the product is designed to really move you through and randomly ask you questions. So this is game changer for people. Okay. Why is this so important? Because it's a model now that not only forces you to buy a predetermined number of questions, but it constantly allows you to ask it. It doesn't give you a bunch of garbage like normal things like OpenAI or Gronk or ChatGPT. This has been hyper-focused and designed by us internally to be very specific. And it's really an amazing add-on. So if you're an existing Fast Trax student and you want to add the Study Hog to your plan that you already have, your basic or your enhanced, then all you got to do is log into your console and you go to your course and you'll see a new tab there that gives you instructions on how you can get your discount upgrade. And you can just add it to your existing profile. If you're a new student and you want to get the Supreme right out the gate and get access to Study Hog plus Fast Trax Tube, which is the most amazing video platform out there. I'm telling you, it is so much better than YouTube when it comes to electrical. And also, you don't have all the commercials and the garbage, right? And then if you want to get the best exam prep program in the world, then you definitely want to get our program. A lot of people sell courses. A lot of people are talking heads on the internet. At the end of the day, you want something you can trust. Our programs you can trust. I sit in the front of the code book. I'm on code panel 5, code panel 17. I've been doing this for nearly 40 years. I served as on Top Gun on Mike Holt's panel many years ago. I was a NEMA rep and I traveled the country teaching people the National Electrical Code. And I've been the director of technical services for the world's largest wiring cable manufacturer for over a decade. Look, I'm here to teach you the right way. Social media can lead you down a path that gives you false confidence from people who are not as knowledgeable as people that do this for a living. We have a company based around this. So I hopefully think that you'll make the right choice and invest in yourself, invest in our program. And we're excited about everything that we have to offer, whether it's our basic program, whether it's our enhanced program, or you want to get our new Supreme, which is going to give you that amazing Study Hog tool. There is nothing like it in the industry, folks. So hope you got something out of that. We will catch you on the next episode. And again, welcome to the family. Oh, by the way, before I go, bonus. Let's check this out real quick. I want to show you this. Bonus. So if we go back over here and we go back to the main page, a lot of the students ask, how can I interact? How can I ask questions? How can I be involved? Every Fast Trax student, but quite frankly, anybody that registers on our website can get access to our community. Not to mention we have amazing blogs, but check this out. See this? It's called Community Forum. I'm going to click it and show you something. So this is an amazing community where we post all types of things, and you can actually go into different forums, 2026, 2023, 2020, and post your questions, interact. If you're a thermal person that does thermal imaging, we have a forum for that. We have a general open discussion. This is a message board where you can join. All you have to do is choose which forum you want to join so you don't get spammed. You can join them all. You can join any one you want, but this is an amazing thing. And so basically you just go in there and you can interact and you can see what topics have been done. Here's the latest news. You click on that. And again, if you want to chime in, you want to join, you want to type something, then all you got to do is join that forum. And then every time you come back, you just log in right here. You can do whether you want the light or dark. You can search the forum if you want. Again, you can come over here. You could go, if you have some support questions because you have our programs, we have a support option right here. You got to log in to see it. All types of options here. Okay, you want to get to our podcast, we have click right here. And you've got, this is where we'll be posting a lot of our podcasts in the future. So you can get right here to our podcasts. So this is an amazing forum. Just remember, you have to join whatever forum you want to participate in so that when we send out notices for that specific forum, you don't get spammed. But again, folks, you don't have to be a student of ours to enjoy this forum. All you do is come up and log in or register. If you click login, let me show you what comes up. You come right here, and if you've never been on our website before or you've never registered, then all you got to do is go right here and register. Okay? If you've lost your password on our website, this is interactive with our site. So all you have to do is lost your password. If you want to go back to our website, main website, you just click this right here and watch. Boom. It'll take you back to our main website. Okay? You can email us, you can call us, you can log in, you can see our thermal imaging courses, you can click right here, or you can even become an affiliate and make money on our programs. All right? All right, folks. There is so much going on here at the Academy. We are super excited about the Study Hog, and we think you will be too. We think it's the best thing going today. It gets rid of all of the fluff when it comes to AI and now puts it in your hand so that you can study the right way. Work on your content, use the Study Hog, post your questions in there, cut and paste stuff in there. It's just an amazing tool. I'm just saying, can't beat it. And if you're somebody in the field and you want quick answers while you're in the field, then you can get our Trade Hog. If you buy the Trade Hog Basic or the Premium package, then you're automatically going to get Study Hog as well. All right? There you go. Till next time, folks, stay safe. God bless. And we'll catch you on the next episode.